Hi, my name is Brandy, and we are going to be learning about what authors and illustrators do. I'm going to read to you That Pout-Pout Fish Goes to School by Deborah Dyson, pictures by Dan Hanna. Does anybody know why I read these names at the bottom? That's right. Deborah Dyson is the author. That means she wrote the story. And it says pictures by Dan Hanna. That means he drew the pictures. He's called the illustrator. The authors write the books and the illustrators draw the pictures. Sometimes, like in this book, it will say by Mary Casanova. That means she wrote it. And here it says pictures by. Sometimes it will also say, like in this book, illustrated by Diane DeGroat. That means that Diane drew the pictures. All right, we are going to read The Pout-Pout Fish Goes to School. A long time ago, when Mr. Fish was very small, he headed off to school for the first time of all. With a smooch from his parents and excited for his day, Mr. Fish rushed in, then lost his way. The big fish around him knew exactly where to go, finding lockers, finding classes in a fast, smart flow. Mr. Fish, left behind, with his grin sinking thin, finally stopped at a doorway, and he shyly looked in. The class was doing writing, and most everybody knew it. So he tried to print his name, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, frowned, making blub, bubbles, and he plopped down his pencil, and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. Trouble 4, I should forget it. He floated with a frown down the long corridor. Then he sneak peeked a look through another room door. The class was drawing shapes, and most everybody knew it. So he tried to make a rhombus, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, frown, making a blub, bubbles. He plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, oh, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. Trouble 4, I should forget it. He drifted down the hallway with a doubt face. Then he spied another doorway. Maybe this was his place. The class was doing math, and most everybody knew it. So he tried long division, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, frowned, making blub, bubbles, and he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, forget it. He rushed toward the exit. That's enough, I say. School is way too tough, and I'm not going to stay. Then a soft, kind voice said, don't you fret. You don't have to know things you haven't even learned yet. Your classroom awaits. I'm your teacher, Miss Hewitt. I am here to help you learn, and I know you can do it. You're a fish who is smart. With practice, you'll get it. Young fish, you belong. Don't you ever forget it. The student and the teacher swam a splish, splash, swish to a door with a sign marked brand new fish. Miss Hewitt said, "Good morning. I'm excited you're all here. Together we will have a spectacular year. Fact 1, you are smart. Fact 2, you can get it. Fact 3, you belong. So 4, don't you forget it." The class got to work and Miss Hewitt helped them through it. They listened, then they tried, and everyone could do it. Mr. Fish gave a grin. "Goodbye, blub bubbles. No more doubt, doubt, worry. No more flub, flub troubles." He swam with his class, Miss Hewitt by his side, as the students and their teacher said with confidence and pride. Fact 1, we are smart. Fact 2, we can get it. Fact 3, we belong. And 4, we won't forget it. All right, one more time. Anybody remember what the author does? That's right, the author tells the story. How about the illustrator? Right, the illustrator writes or draws the pictures. So, how do you think this book would look if there was no illustrator? If there was no drawings in it? How do you think this book would look? I think the story would still be good, but I don't know. I think it would be kind of boring. It wouldn't be as fun to listen to or look at, would it? Because there's some pretty good pictures in here. What if there were no words of this book, only drawings? Do you think we'd be able to understand the story? We might be able to, but we might not. So having an author and an illustrator makes a book a lot easier to understand, doesn't it? Yep. Okay. One thing you can do is practice being an author and an illustrator at home. You could work with your mom or dad, brother, sister, friend, anybody that's at home and create your own book. This is kind of what I did. I took 2 pieces of paper, folded them together, and stapled them. I wrote the words, and my daughter drew the pictures. So it says, "My Lazy Dog" by Brandy Claire. That means I am the author. It says illustrated by Hannah Claire. That means she drew the pictures. It could also say pictures by Hannah Claire. And you notice I put both those down at the bottom, like kind of the books that we saw. Most of the times they're at the bottom. Our title is at the top. So at home, you could take a couple pieces of construction paper, fold them together, and work with a family member. Maybe you could draw the pictures and a family member could write words. Or if you wanted to write some words, you could have a family member draw pictures that go along with your words. I'll share my book with you. This is My Lazy Dog by Brandy Claire, illustrated by Hannah Claire. This is Storm. She is a lazy dog. She sleeps on her favorite chair all day. sometimes she gets up for treats. Or to bring me her stuffed bunny. Storm will go for a walk with me. But then she goes right back to her chair. So here, this is a little activity you could do at home. You can be an author, illustrator, but you could be both. So let's just remember, authors write the story and our illustrators draw the pictures. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my story. Thank you for listening.